the sound of a cheer and the laugh and the roar of a crowd.
And you can feel the expectation and the wild jubilation as they're shouting the winners' names aloud.
'Cause it's the greatest game in town.
And it's the craziest fun around. It's a knockout. That's the name. It's a knockout. That's the game. It's a knockout. That's the name of the game.
It's Heat 5, round 2 of It's a Knockout, and here come the teams onto the field. From the land of the Georges River, in the Premier State, comes the team led by Alan Sontag. They wear the red strip, and they appear for Moorebank, New South Wales. The rich grazing district of the Garden State is home to the team captained by Steve Drummond, sporting the blue colours. They play for Marine Victoria. Sea, sand and sunshine. They provide ideal training conditions for the team led by Jim Walsh. Wearing the yellow strip, they make their debut for Maroochydore, Queensland. Wine lovers will be familiar with the name of the team from the Festival State, captained by Stephen Edwards, and wearing the green, they make their first appearance for Pathway, South Australia. Now, to guide you through an evening of tough competition liberally laced with fun, your hosts, Billy J. Smith and Fiona McDonald.
I feel that should have been a horse, Billy.
Pardon?
I feel that should have been a horse.
Well, there were plenty of horsepower underneath there.
Well, I'm the last of the Mohicans. Who are you?
Well, I guess I should say first up, How.
Oh, how?
How? I'm one of the cowboys around that time.
Right, we're dressed up for Up the Creek, one of the games coming up later in the show.
And if we don't tell the folks what's happening tonight, we might end up there too ourselves. Very good evening, everyone. Welcome to the show. Tonight, heat number 5, we see two teams making their very first appearance. They are Maroochydore from Queensland and Pathway from South Australia.
Well, why don't we take a look at the points table and see how things are shaping up so far?
All right, let's have a look at it. Now, the New South Wales division, Hawkesbury have 2 points from 1 heat played. Orange have 4 from 2, which gives Moorebank, with 3 points for a tied second place last week, chance to go to the lead tonight.
Ooh, red team are excited. 3-way tie in the Victorian division. All teams are on 6 points. Box Hill played 1 heat, Wodonga 2. So Nareen, who won first up last week, get a chance to go ahead in this heat.
Righto, the Queensland division sees Chermside on 2 points. Jindalee picked up 3 for last week's tied second spot. However, both teams have played 2 heats, so a good showing by Maroochydore tonight could see them take the lead in their first appearance.
Port Broughton is setting the pace in the South Australian division on a big 10 points from just 2 heats. Mount Gambier have 6 from 2 games, and Pathway start their chase in tonight's heat.
Plenty of support for those teams too very early in the piece.
Good audience.
All right, I know there'll be a lot of support for our referee tonight. She's making an appearance. Well, she was with us last week, wasn't she?
Yep.
Please welcome once again, Lisa Curry.
Hi, Lisa.
I am hot to trot tonight.
Good.
We
You
have.
look great.
Oh, look, yes.
Really nice. It's amazing how my hair grew so quickly, isn't it?
That's right.
Listen, I hope you've still been keeping up the training and married life hasn't been affecting it.
No. We're having cooking lessons next week.
Grant's learning,
Yes.
I bet.
Lisa, you better get going before you get yourself into trouble, I think.
No, you're going to get me into terrible.
Yes, there she goes. That's Lisa Curry. She's our rep for tonight.
Good stuff.
Our teams, as you know, have a practice throughout the afternoon, and they get a chance then to work out which event they want to use their joker on. And one of the teams is into action very early in the piece tonight. Matter of fact, it's the team from Pathway in South Australia.
Go green!
And here's Steve Edwards, their captain. Right,
Billy.
I'm very well. What about you?
I'm terrific, Bill.
All
Top
right,
of the world.
first time round, a little bit nervous?
Oh, just a few nerves, yes.
Well, you're not going to have much
sleep
long...
last night, I think.
Well, you're not going to have much time to worry about them because you're using a joker first up.
That's right, yes. Well, I won the Joker event in practice this afternoon, so we're hoping we can go and win it again and get 8 points on the board.
OK, well, I hope you can get off to a good start too. All the very best there.
Thanks, Billy.
All right, talking about our first event tonight, it
Well,
is a beauty.
It should be a good start. We've got all 4 teams together in our opening event.
Yes, it's a mixture of bees. There's also balloons. There's flowers. They go over an obstacle course that will really test them out.
It's pretty crazy. What the bees have to do is complete the course both ways, and they have to burst all the necessary balloons before they get the first points on the board.
By the way, while we're talking about points, they can go on and win some valuable points in the state competition, of course, making their way through to our next $10,000 semi-final, and on the way, pick up $1,000 our winner tonight. I think we've talked a bit too much,
I
haven't
think we have.
Let's get down to action. Here's event number 1. Here's the starter, Lisa Curry.
Okay, Bumbling Bees, first game of the night. Good luck!
Leading the way over there for New South Wales, the team is Warbank, and their player here is Alan Sontag.
And for the blue team, that's Noreen. It's Steve Drummond inside. He's a police officer. He's just climbing over the spider web now. Queenslander in the lead, though.
Yeah, that's Maroochydore with Peter Hook over there, and finally the competitor for Pathaway
Is Stephen Edwards, and he's just making his way into that net full of balloons.
As you can see, those Bumbling Bees are down there. They must break all of those balloons, then they can let themselves out, come back, and then there's another balloon which is attached to the flower. Then they go through the cobweb, through the honeycomb, up onto a little mat here which they bounce over the top and finally burst the balloon. They go over to the Waratahs over a little mini trampoline. Now, how are we going down here? These bees are going for their little lives.
Looks like the balloon count is right down for Queensland and South Australia. New South Wales and Victoria a little bit ahead. They've still got, behind. They've still got lots of balloons in there.
Okay, Queensland on their way out. And he is out. Now, watch this one. Here's where all the fun begins.
Now, we know that bees have little stings in their tails, and of course our bees are no exception. They've got to burst that balloon with their little sting.
Queensland trying desperately to do it. There's South Australia. He's done the job. Queensland has too. So they're on their way back.
It's going to be a race. Queensland are well armed for this because Peter Hook is a triathlete, but Stephen Edwards is pretty fit too.
And remember too, South Australia using their joker in this, the first event. Both these teams coming through together. Here's South Australia up and over. Lisa, what is happening here? Let's find out the story.
Oh, well, unfortunately, South Australia came first, but they got disqualified because there's still one balloon left down in their little cage.
Oh, dear.
So that means Queensland came in first.
Queensland are first, second place getters will be...
Well, they're still coming.
Still coming.
Yeah.
Let's check them out and see what happens from here.
I think it's going to be Victoria.
Yes, he's there.
It's on to Melbourne.
And he's there. Yes, he's there.
So blue are home, and that gives them second place now.
All right, well, that's it. So a bit of a tight one to start things off. Let's get across with the yellow team from Queensland. A good start for them. Here's Fiona.
Well, what a tremendous run, Peter.
Thank you very much.
You're obviously a triathlete, so you can do that. Which part did you find most difficult, though?
Breaking the balloons was the hardest. You can't see where you're breaking them.
Your bottom was aiming the wrong way.
I think I had a blunt pointer also.
Okay, you've done well. Good on you. First points on the board for Queensland.
Opening points on their way. Firstly, for Victoria, here's 2 points for you there to start you on your way. And the team from Queensland, 4 points up there. After a short break, we go to the pool, the small pool, actually, for a game called Tightrope Suction. Join us for it right after the break. Points